Hello and welcome to my channel. I'll be reading out the news for 5th of November today. So let's go to the top stories section first. Yeah, so here we go. This looks like an ad. Arnab Goswami sent to judicial custody for 14 days in 2018 suicide abatement case. Republic TV editor-in-chief Arnab Goswami has been remanded to judicial custody for 14 days by an Alibag court in connection with the 2018 suicide abatement case. Goswami was arrested on Wednesday in connection with the case of abatement to suicide of interior designer Anvay Naik and his mother Kumud Naik. Two others have also been remanded to 14-day judicial custody. Why was the US presidential election winner not declared on election night? Due to the coronavirus pandemic, there was an increase in mail-in voting in the US presidential election this year, and the results in several states are expected to be delayed since counting postal votes can take more time. Further, election officials in some counties announced they would not start counting absentee and mail-in ballots until the day after election day. Each state in the US has its own process. Next, Trump campaigning to immediately request recount of votes in Wisconsin. US President Donald Trump's campaign has said that it will immediately request a recount of votes in the key state of Wisconsin. The margin between Trump and Democratic presidential nominee Joe Biden in Wisconsin was less than 1 percentage point, allowing a candidate to seek a recount, Edison Research said. Reports of irregularities in several countries. Next. It's an ad. Next. Delhi records highest single-day spike in COVID-19 cases with 6,842 new cases. Delhi on Wednesday reported 6,842 new coronavirus cases, in the highest single-day spike in cases for the national capital. This is the second day in a row that Delhi reported record new cases after reporting 6,725 cases on Tuesday. The total cases in Delhi now stand at 4,09,938, including 3,65,866 recoveries, 37,369 active cases, and 6,703 deaths. 51 deaths recorded in Delhi on Wednesday. Next, boy falls into 200 feet borewell in MP's Niwari, rescue efforts underway. A boy fell into a 200 feet deep borewell in Madhya Pradesh's Niwari district on Wednesday, and the army along with the local administration is engaged in rescue work, CM Shivraj Singh Chauhan said. The borewell has water in up to 100 feet from the ground, hence it is not clear at what depth the child is stuck inside, police said. He fell in borewell in Setupur Bara village. Next, Karnataka Sero Survey finds 27.3 COVID-19 prevalence across 30 districts. Karnataka Sero Survey findings published on Wednesday stated that out of 7.70 crore population across 30 districts, 1.93 crore, 27.3% of the people are either currently COVID-19 infected or already had the infection in the past. The past survey was conducted from September 3rd to 16th. It estimates that 16.4% of 15,624 samples studied during this survey had developed antibodies against COVID-19. Participants of survey were aged 18 years and above. Next, new standalone restaurants won't need tourism department's permission, Delhi government. New standalone restaurants in Delhi will no longer require approvals from the tourism department, CM Arvind Kejriwal directed on Tuesday. The decision has been taken to promote ease of doing business, the Delhi government said in its statement. The state of multiple licenses and permissions was raised in a meeting between the CM and the restaurant body representatives. The meeting had taken place on October 7th. Next, Kerala withdraws consent to CBI to probe in state without permission. The Kerala government on Wednesday withdrew the general consent given to CBI to probe cases in the state, ANI reported. Going forward, the investigation agency will have to seek prior permission from the state government for registering a case within Kerala. Recently, the Maharashtra government also booked the CBI from probing cases in the state without consent. Rajasthan revoked general consent to CBI in July. Next, 9 people killed as godown collapses after explosion in Ahmedabad. 9 people were killed and 8 others injured on Wednesday when a portion of a godown collapsed after an explosion ripped through it near Gujarat's Ahmedabad, officials said. Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief over the incident. The rescue operations is currently underway and 14 people have been pulled out of the debris so far, a fire official said. Explosion was triggered by a fire official. Next, Maharashtra government allows cinema halls to open with 50% capacity from tomorrow. The Maharashtra government has allowed cinema halls, theatres and multiplexes to open with 50% of their seating capacity in areas outside containment zones from November 5th. No eatables will be allowed inside the hall, the government said. It added that SOP will soon be issued by Cultural Affairs Department and local authorities. Maharashtra has 1,17,168 active COVID-19 cases. Next, Delhi reporting surge in COVID-19 cases. I would call this third wave. CM. Delhi CM Arvind Kejriwal on Wednesday said, I want to inform public that Delhi is reporting a surge in COVID-19 cases. Over the past few days, he added, I would call this a third wave of pandemic in Delhi because at the end of the September and beginning of October, daily COVID-19 cases had started to drop below 3,000. Delhi reported 6,725 new cases on Tuesday. Next. Toxic foam floats on Yamuna as Delhi's air pollution remains in poor category. A thick layer of toxic foam was seen floating on Yamuna River near Delhi's ITO on Wednesday as Delhi's air pollution remained in the poor category. As per the experts, the reason behind the toxic foam was high phosphate content following the discharge of toxic industrial pollutants, including detergents, into the river. A layer of smog also engulfed the ITO area. Next, legal teams ready to deploy if Trump tries to halt vote count. Biden campaign. Joe Biden's campaign has said legal terms are ready to deploy if US President Donald Trump tries to halt vote count. Biden campaign manager Jen O'Malley Dillon called Trump's move outrageous, unprecedented and incorrect after he alleged fraud in the vote count. Trump has said that he'll move the US Supreme Court to ensure counting is stopped. The counting will not stop, Dillon. Next, Odisha bans firecrackers from November 10th to 30th for safety of COVID-19 patients. The Odisha government has banned the sale of and use of firecrackers across the state from November 10 to 30th, considering the impact it may have on COVID-19 patients. Odisha's Special Relief Commissioner urged people to celebrate Diwali with earthen lamps and candles. Rajasthan has also banned crackers this year in the wake of pandemic. Karnataka is also considering a ban. Next, 3 killed in explosion at firecracker godown in UP's Kushinagar. At least 3 people were killed in an explosion at a firecracker godown in Uttar Pradesh, Kushinagar, police said. There is a possibility that several others being trapped at the spot after the sudden explosion, the police added. The illegal firecracker godown was reportedly operating in a densely populated area of Kushinagar. 10 to 11 people were injured. Philips Government Care launches, this looks like an ad. Government forms 4-member committee to review guidelines on TRPs. The Ministry of Information and Broadcasting on Wednesday constituted a committee to review the guidelines on television rating agencies in India notified by the ministry in 2014. The committee will ensure a transparent and accountable rating system through changes, if any, in the guidelines, the centre said. The four-member committee is chaired by Prasar Bharati CEO Shashi S. Vempati. Committee has to submit its report in 2 months. Next. Parrot saves owner from house fire in Australia by repeatedly yelling his name. A man in Brisbane, Australia survived a house fire after his parrot repeatedly yelled his name even before the smoke detectors raised the alarm. Anton Nguyen, who lives alone, said he had escaped with the parrot and a bag and suffered no injuries. The fire had pretty much well engulfed in the house. Queensland Fire and Emergency Services are acting inspector said. Investigators are examining cause of the fire. That's it for today, guys. If you are new to my channel, please subscribe, like and comment my channel and share my channel. Thank you.